Good morning, student. Welcome to the lecture number 5, unit number 2nd, that is related to the differentiator. And next problem is design a differentiator to differentiate an input signal that varies in a frequency from 10 Hz to 1 kHz. Also, if now a sine wave of 1 volt peak at 1000 Hz is applied to the differentiator, draw its output waveforms. Now, in next problem, there are two different things. In previous problem, we just solved the problem in which a single frequency is given, that is design a differentiator with operational amplifier with 1 kHz or 10 kHz frequency. Now, in this problem, there are two frequency range, that is design a differentiator with frequency which varies from 10 Hz to 1 kHz. This is the first point, and second point is also if we are providing a sinusoidal wave of 1 volt with 1 kHz frequency is given to the differentiator, what is the shape or what is the output? So first of all, we just write down a given data, that is frequency, that is frequency varies frequency from 10 Hz to 1 kHz. So frequency is given. So frequency is given 1 Hz to 10 kHz. This is the first point. 10 Hz to 1 kHz. This is the frequency given. That we have to design a differentiator for this frequency. Now, when we discuss about the differentiator, that time we mention one point: whatever frequency is given, whatever is the highest frequency, that we have to assume as an FA frequency. That we already discussed in the previous lecture. That is whatever highest frequency is available in the problem, assume that frequency is nothing but the FA. Now we know that either if you want to draw the circuit diagram of a differentiator, you can draw a circuit diagram first, or if you know the formula and if you remember the circuit, then you can draw a circuit after evaluating all the values, that is RF, R1, then C1 and CF. You can calculate first that value, and after that you just draw the design and put the respective value of the respective component. Or you can draw the first draw the circuit and then evaluate or calculate the component value. Here we are first calculate the circuit components and then we draw the circuit diagram. So frequency varies from 10 Hz to 1 kHz. So we know that FA is now here solution, that is FA is equals to 1 kHz. Now we know the formula for FA. FA is equals to 1 upon 2 pi RF into C1. So this is the generalized formula for the FA, that is frequency. Now here we know that the capacitor value C1 is chosen to be less than 1 microfarad. Either you can select 1 microfarad or less than 1 microfarad. You can select 0.1 microfarad, you can select 0.01 microfarad, but it must be less than 1 microfarad. Let assume C1 is equals to 0.1 microfarad value. Now, if you put this value down, FA is equals to 1 kHz, 1 into 10 raised to power 3 is equals to 1 upon 2 pi into RF into C1 is 0.1 into 10 raised to power minus 6. So ultimately, RF is equals to 1 upon 2 pi into 10 raised to power minus 6 into 0.1 into 10 raised to power 3. Therefore, RF is equals to, if you calculate this RF is equals to 1.59 K. So its value is 1.59 K. Or while selecting, we don't have the resistor of 1.59 K. So while designing or actual designing, we can take a nearest value of this 1.59. So nearest value may be 1.5 kilo ohm. So while designing a circuit, you can select RF as an 1.5K. I just write down here design value. C1 is equals to 0.1 microfarad. Then RF is equals to 1.5 kilo ohm. So this was the first step. First step of calculating RF and C1. Next step. Next step is nothing but we have to assume FB is 10 times the FA. Now we know the value of FA. FA is nothing but the 1 kilohertz. So obviously FB is equals to 10 into 1 kilohertz. Therefore FB is equals to 10 kilohertz. Also we know the formula for FB. FB is equals to 1 upon 2 pi R1 C1. Out of this, again we know the value of C1. C1 is assumed to be 0.1 microfarad. So FB is equals to what? FB. Sorry. We know the value of FB. FB is 10K. 10 into 10 raised to power 3 is equals to 1 upon 2 pi into R1 into 0.1 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Therefore, R1 is equals to 1 upon 2 pi into 10 into 10 raised to power 3 into 0.1 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Therefore, R1. So calculate this value. So value of R1 is equals to 159.14 154 kilo ohm. So this is the value of R1. Select an R1 nearest to this value. So nearest to this value is nothing but the 160K. So write down the value here. R1 is equals to 160 kilo ohm. Now next we know that next is what? Next is to calculate. Now out of 5 components, C1, R1, then CF and RF, and last component is nothing but the R compensating, which compensate the biasing, which is used to compensate the biasing current. So biasing current. So out of 5 components, we already calculated 3 components, that is C1, RF, and R1. Now there is 2 unknown. One is nothing but the CF, and second one is the R compensating. So we know the relationship. What is the relationship? R1 C1 is equals to RF into CF. Now we know the value of R1. R1 is 160K. 160 into 10 raised to power 3 into C1. C1 value is 0.1. 0.1 into 10 raised to power minus 6 is equals to RF value is 1.5K into CF. Therefore, CF is equals to 160 into 10 raised to power 3 into 0.1 into 10 raised to power minus 6 divided by 1.5 into 10 raised to power 3. So, after calculating this, we get the value of CF. CF is equals to 0.01 microfarad. 0.01 microfarad. So next component is CF, 0.01 microfarad. And last component is R compensating. It is parallel combination of R1 parallel to RF. We know the value of R1. R1 is 160K parallel to RF is 1.5 kilo ohm. So this value are compensating. So our compensating value is equals to 144.57. 144. Kilo ohm. So it is 145 kilo ohm. So this R compensating. This is nothing but R compensating is equals to 145 kilo ohm. If this value is available, you can use this value, or if 145 is available, 145 standard value is available, then you can use this. Or standard resistor is available, that is standard resistor is 147k. That resistor is available. So instead of 145, you can use 147, because 145 is directly single resistor is not available of 145. So we can use 147 kilo ohm. That resistor is available. So by using single resistor, you can connect a R compensating resistor. So finally, after deriving or after calculating all the value, we can go for the circuit. Or after solving the problem related to differentiator, integrator, or any other circuit, when you calculate, after finally we have to draw the circuit diagram. So circuit diagram for the integrator. Differentiator is as this is R compensating. The value of R compensating plus VCC, this is minus VCC, then this must be C1, this is RF, this is CF, and this is R1. So we already calculate the values. Values of C1 is equals to 0.1 microfarad. Value of CF is nothing but the 0.01 microfarad. What is the value of RF? RF is 1.5 K. Then what is the value of R1? R1 is 160 kilo ohm. And R compensating, it must be at 147 kilo ohm. This is the output and this is the input. So this is the complete solution or complete circuit diagram of differentiator. That is designing of differentiator circuit. Now, next, what is the next problem? Next problem is, it asks that if a sinusoidal wave of 1 volt peak at 1000 Hz is applied to the differentiator, draw its output waveform. Now, here one sinusoidal signal is given with amplitude. Now, if you go for the sinusoidal signal, now what is the given data? The given data is they are providing a sinusoidal signal. We are assuming this is the input sinusoidal signal. For example, this is an input sinusoid. What is the voltage? Voltage is nothing but the 1 volt. 1 volt voltage is given with sinusoidal wave. This sinusoidal wave is of 1000 Hertz. The frequency is given as 1000 Hertz means 1 kilohertz. 1 kilohertz means this time duration. This time duration is 1 millisecond. Obviously, if this is nothing but the 1 kilohertz frequency, so this time is nothing but the 1 millisecond with 1 volt voltage. So this sinusoidal input is given as Vin. This is nothing but the Vin. So this is Vin. They are asking about what is the output. So what type of output we are getting at this, that is Vout. we have to draw the waveform of the output. Now, to draw the output waveform, first of all, we must know the output voltage formula. Then and then only we can able to draw the output waveform. For drawing the output waveform, we must know the output formula. For that, we have to put the value of t is equal to 0, then t is equals to pi, or we can say this time 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi. So at each instant, this is pi by 2. At each instant, we have to calculate the value of the output voltage. For example, t is equals to 0. If t is equals to 0, what is the output? If t is equals to t by 4, because this is the required time 1 millisecond. So this time must be an t by 4. That means 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means, because this 1 millisecond, so 1/4 of the time is already passed. So at this value, so omega t, if we consider this is an omega t, either we can consider this is omega t, or we can say in terms of time this is nothing but t 1 millisecond. So 1 millisecond, this is 0.5 millisecond, this is 0.25 millisecond. That means 1/4 of the total time. So at 4 to 5 times we have to calculate the value of output, and then only we can able to draw the waveforms. So first of all, we must know the output voltage formula. Now, what is the output voltage formula of the differentiator? That is VO is equals to minus R1 minus RF into C1 derivation of V in by dt. Is it right? So this is nothing but the standard formula for the output voltage. Is it right? That is, we know that VO is equals to minus RF into C1 dt of V in. This is what the standard formula for the differentiation of the operational amplifier or active op-amp or active differentiator by using operational amplifier. So this is nothing but standard formula. This is for the V out. Now V in is given. V in is, what is the characteristics of V in? So for V in, amplitude Vm is equals to 1 volt and frequency is given, it is as 1 kilohertz or equals to 1000 hertz. So this input specification is given. These are the input specification. This input specification given for the input sinusoidal signal. So this is nothing but a sinusoidal signal with Vm is equals to 1 volt and F is equals to 1000 hertz. We know that sinusoidal signal is generally, for sinusoidal signal, sine signal is represented as Vm sin omega t. Is it right? So this is nothing but the standard sinusoidal signal. Now this sinusoidal signal we have to provide to the differentiator. We have to provide this sinusoidal signal to the differentiator and we have to calculate the output waveform for the given data. Now next part is where I am writing Vm sinusoidal signal. So Vin is what? Vm sin omega t. So it can be represented as Vm sin 2 pi f t. So we know that f is nothing but the 1 kilohertz. Is it right? So this formula we are considering later. First of all, Vin is given. So we know that VO is equals to what? VO is equals to minus RF into C1 ddt of Vin. We just put this Vin here. What is the value of Vn? Vn, that is Vm sin omega t. So we get minus RF C1. Vm is equals to 1. So we directly calculate as Vm Vm also act as a constant. So Vm we are just taking out of the differentiation. So differentiation of sin omega t is omega sin, it is cos omega t. Now this Vm is nothing but the 1. So what is the value of Rf? Rf is 1.5k. 1.5k into, or we can say it is 1.5 minus 1.5 into 10 raised to power 3. What is the value of C1? C1 is 0.1 microfarad. 0.1 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Then Vm is 1. So multiplication with 1. And this omega is nothing but the 2 pi into f. F is nothing but the 1k. So 1000 into cos of omega t. Omega t means 2 pi into 1000 t. T is nothing but the time. At what time we are calculating the output? Now, if t is equals to 0, if we put here t is equals to 0, that means we are calculating the output voltage at t is equals to 0. If we are putting t is equals to 1 millisecond, so that means we are calculating output voltage at t is equals to 1 millisecond. So this is nothing but a generalized formula. So after calculating this, we are getting a formula like this: minus 0.94 minus 0.94 cos 2 pi cos 2 pi into 1000 t. I just rewrite the formula for VO. So VO is equals to minus 0.94 cos of 2 pi into 1000 into t. So this is what our output voltage formula. By using this formula, we can draw the output waveform. How this output waveform will be in with respect to input. That is the differentiation of the input sinusoidal signal.